Hi, boys and girls. So, sorry it's taking me a nice little break. I haven't been doing any videos, but I hope to be changing that now. So, this is some adorable little alley cats, and I just love this lesson because it's just for fun. It's not very hard, and you can really change it up. So, all you're going to need is a pencil, and you may want to have a couple different Sharpies if you decide to do the watercolor Sharpie method, or you can just do a nice little drawing. But it also makes a really cute card. You could put bubble captions with it and have the cats talking, which would be really cute too. So anyway, let's get started. Okay, so first thing, you have to give yourself a fence line. So you want to look at the sides of your paper, and you want to come up, and you're just guessing about 2 inches. If you took your finger, it's about as long as your finger. And then you're going to come over here and do another one on this side, like this. And then you're going to connect the 2 dashes. But before you do, this is what I like to do. I put my pencil down and I pinch it. And then I check it over here and see if it's about the same height. I'm going to raise it just a little bit. And then I'm just going to connect the 2 lines. So once I think they look pretty good, I'll trace it with my pencil just like that. Now, I want to make sure you can see this, so I'm going to actually trace it in ink right now. But I suggest that you don't use ink until you're all the way done. This is just to help you. So our center cat is really close to the middle, and right above this line, we're going to give him 2 round paws. Then we want to put 2 more cats over here. So this one, I'm going to kind of give him oval-shaped feet. You see how they're just a little bit different? And this one over here, I'm going to give him kind of rounder feet. It really doesn't matter. Just try not to put him too close, okay? In this lesson, we're really not showing the whole cat. We're showing his little paws and his face coming up. So our center cat, we're going to go ahead and do first. Now you can decide whether you want to make him look furry or smooth. But if you start out with a smooth line like this, just to show his shape, you can then take your pencil and go over it with a zigzag, or you could go over it with a Sharpie, just so he'll look a little more furry, like that. Now, to put his ears in, always remember that cat's ears are kind of far apart. So a little bit of a curve and a little bit of a curve. So actually 2 lines. If you just go around, it'll look kind of like a bear. So you want to go curve and then a slight curve like that. Do you see how they're nice and far apart? And I'm just going to put a little bit of black fur inside these ears. You could just draw a line here and then paint the inside with a colored pencil or watercolor pink if you wanted. Now, for this guy's tail, I'm going to show it coming from the back, but all I'm going to do here is I'm going to just come right behind here and give him a nice tail. Always put some sort of a curve in a cat's tail, and I'll just follow this line. Now, if you wanted it to look a little furry, you would just go over it again with a zigzag. Now, if you use a pencil first and then a marker, it's really easy to just go right over pencil lines. If you do marker to marker, you have to make sure that your zigzag's really, really tight. That means like really close together. Otherwise, the zigzag doesn't look as good, okay? So I'm just kind of having fun with this one, okay? Now, these are his cute little paws here, and I'm going to make a second line for the fence, but I'm going to wait until I get his claws in. So let's go ahead and put them in. One is just to make little curved V's like this and fill them in. That's one idea. 1, 2, 3. Now these are little scroungy alley cats, so they could have very long claws. This one are just little claws. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then over here, I'm just going to put his claws in like they're retracted. That means they're not sticking out. Okay? Now, what I want to do with this is I want to show kind of like the rail of the fence. So watch what I'm going to do here. Stop, start, stop, start, stop, start. I went right over his body. Stop, start, stop, start, like this. And this is kind of the rail to make them look like it. You want a little bit of a curve up here so they look like they are coming over the rail. Now, do you see how I have this little zigzag line? That's actually a hidden line. But sometimes we make mistakes like this when we have a Sharpie, and I want to show you that a lot of times I just turn it into something. So maybe I'll give this little railing, make it look a little bit more like it has some wood grain, just to kind of camouflage those little lines that I put in. I'm just going to put in a little wood grain on my fence. You'll never see them. Okay, now the rails are the part that goes up and down on the fence, so I just make a vertical line in the middle, then I split this side, then I split this side, and then I just put one in between. Remember, they don't have to be perfectly spaced, and you could put even more verticals in. But if you start with kind of in the half, then move them around, it's a lot easier, okay? You're really doing half and then splitting the half and then splitting the half and then splitting them again. So we'll put the faces on last. So this is kitty number 1. My next kitty, I'm going to show a little bit of his legs coming up in a tall U shape, kind of leaning towards the middle. Now he's going to be a little bit funny, I think. So he's going to have a long body. Make sure you make this long enough to stick his face in. And then I'm going to come down. And this isn't the way you normally do a cat. This is more of a cartoon cat. Curve, 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 curve. Now I want him to look like he's like howling at the moon. So I'm going to open up his mouth. And I'll put the details in later. I've got a tail over here. Now remember what I said about making the tails curl. Well, I've got enough room. I could actually do this. Watch this one. It's going to go behind him, come out the other side, and have a little curl. Go back in and show just a little bit of it. See how it comes behind? You could have it go straight up though. Don't think you need to do it the same way as me. Now this one I kind of want it to be a little bit more of a princessy cat, you know, kind of the prissy girl on the block. So I'm going to give her a nice little round face. I'm going to make her a little bit smaller. Okay, and then curve, 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 curve. Now, I could put her tail this way if I did it in pencil and erase the pencil lines, but I'm going to go ahead and stick her tail straight up here, like this. I just think it gives her a little bit of a sassy tail. I do want to show you a trick for making a crescent moon. So one option is just make it a nice big round whole moon like this. Or if you want it to look like a crescent, what you do is trace part of the circle like this, not the whole thing. So this part is not existent, right? And then you put another curve inside it and you'll have a really cool crescent moon. Isn't that fun how that one turns out? Now I think I'm ready for their faces. To make it a little bit easier, you could switch to a tinier marker in tracing this part, especially when you're doing whiskers. But you could also use the whiter marker. It doesn't really matter. It's whatever's easier for you. I want this one to have little teeth, so I'm giving him little teeth like this, which is kind of cute. And I think I'll give him a little tongue. So what's happening is he's got a tongue here, the back of his throat here, and then his 4 little teeth. So what I need to do is blacken in this back space. And I do recommend if you're going to use just pencil, just fill this in with pencil lead. If you're going to use Sharpie, use the Sharpie. If you're going to use watercolor, don't use watercolor. Still use a black pen, because black watercolor, you just touch it with a little water and it bleeds all over your page. Okay, so his mouth is wide open. And so I'm going to show that little line and come up to his V-shaped nose with a line on top to make it a triangle. Now, because his mouth is like that, I'm kind of thinking his eyes might be kind of wide like this too. You can see they look pretty cartoonish. And I'm going to have him looking up. So I'm going to put his big pupils at the little tiny reflection up at the top, like this, like he's looking up in the sky. And then his whiskers would be coming out of this cheeky area. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Make sure you never touch the nose. So I think he looks pretty cute. Now this is my mean cat, and I'm going to give him a very wide V nose, kind of big, straight line on top. And then I'm going to give him a little bit of a sinister smile, so a little bit short and out, and then a little curl in the corner. Okay, now to make him look more evil or scarier, you always make scary eyes on cartoons and things like that with an angle downward. So just by starting with 2 downward angles going towards the center will make him look scarier. Then I'm going to put his little beady eyes in with a curve and put in his pupils so they look like they've narrowed in to look like someone. You can see how angry he looks. Now because he's kind of a mean cat, I might make him look like he's been in a little bit of a cat fight. So instead of making a straight whisker, I think I'll make a couple with some bends in them. Look like he bent his little whisker a couple times fighting the other cats. See? A little more interesting. Now, if you wanted to, you could make him look even scarier by making this line. Look at that. Kind of had a V there, like his little brow is coming over it. Just fun things. So little Fifi cat over here. I'm going to give her a little tiny V with a nose and her cute little cheeks like this. Nice and happy. And her whiskers are nice and sweet. See, she's a little sweet princess. And I'm definitely going to give her curve up. Nice big eyes, curve down. Spread her eyes pretty far apart. Curve up and curve down. And you can see already she looks sweet. I'll give her little eyelashes like this. And you could decide what kind of pupils you're going to give her. I'm going to just give her these kind of pointy ovals like this. And I think I'll draw a cute little bow on top of her head like that. She looks awfully sweet. If you wanted, you could even stick a little tongue out like that. So that's pretty much how you're going to draw those cats. Here's a couple details that might be fun to add. I'll show it to you on these first. This one's got little polka dots. This one here has those little stripes. That's kind of fun. So I'll show you how to do those stripes. Just do them with a pin. And what you want to do is a tight zigzag. And it doesn't have to be even. Do you see how mine kind of goes from big to small? But it could be even. That would work too. It's actually a little bit better if they're not all exactly the same. But I'm still using a really tight zigzag. That gives you the feeling that it's fur striped. So I have striped legs on this one, a little bit striped on the sides, like this. And a little bit striped coming down the forehead in kind of a triangle shape, like that. It gives me kind of a tiger cat look. Hope you can see how cute that is. I like it. So any kind of details that you want to put in, great. And then once you like the picture, I highly recommend that you color it with crayons, or this one is done in watercolor. And you can see how I made her face a little different. Her cheeks I closed in. You can see the eyebrows on this one. He's kind of looking to the side. So every time I draw something, I draw it a little bit different just for the fun of it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this and have a good time with it, and I'll see you at the next drawing.